Right now I'm in uni, I'm doing medicine. I also work on the side, something to get the money up. I do like to do a little bit of forex trading. I'm actually profitable right now. And late at night I do like to dabble in a little bit of What do you do? The most awkward situation I've ever been in is the what do you do situation. When you're sitting here, you ain't got a clue what to do with your life. When that person in front of you is doing so many things and you're kind of stuck. Believe it or not, that's actually a normal thing. Everyone nowadays thinks you should be doing something, when in reality, the people before us, especially our parents, were not doing as good as us. I'm sorry to break it to you, my friend, but life has always been a competition. All anyone ever cares about is who is doing something better than the other person. But nowadays, it doesn't help that there's a pressure on you that you have to be doing something, even at a young age. For some people, it's pretty easy. Their parent picks a career path for them, or they just know. Me, I've never been a just knower. As soon as I finish school, I think to myself, what am I going to do next? What can I do next? I've always felt different from everybody else. Always felt like I've been the odd one out. And I'm not special. I'm a normal guy. But what do I do when I'm not really interested in education and I'm not boring? After I finished college with a barbering certificate, I actually lost passion for my craft. And I didn't go into a barber shop. I was clueless. I just spent a year doing a course I thought I loved, but it wasn't going to be my career. No one wanted to get a haircut from me. The only person getting haircuts was myself. Aside from it being a hard time in my life, I sat for weeks and months, not even knowing what to do. Sitting around, I was lost. And I was saying to my parents, I want to be somebody, I want to do something, but I don't know where it is. So we were looking for more courses to do, more things to do at college. But I've never been an academic guy. I can't even concentrate for 2 seconds. I can't even stay serious for more than a second. I did what every young person does. I got a job that was only supposed to help with my passion. But I was passionless. There was no la passion. I worked at a hairdresser for about 3 months before I left. I was off contract, so I could leave at any time. I knew that. And I liked the job for the most part. But this time, I had a clue of what I wanted to do. I spoke to my uncle and he proposed the idea that I started posting on social media. And I have been doing that prior to this, but I was making face man TikToks, looking like a melon, trying to get girls. And I was posting shitty toxic quotes I found on Twitter before I started posting. Anyway, leaving that job was one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. After all, it got me this far, but I still had to take that risk. The beauty of being young is you can make so many risks for big rewards and barely any losses. If you think about it, we're at the bottom right now. Once you're rock bottom, you ain't got nothing to lose. So why shouldn't I do the crazy ideas I want to do? Why shouldn't I want to focus on a real passion of mine? Playing video games, working out, being a dumbass. You gotta really pause and ask yourself, do you really want to do that course you're doing right now? Do you really want to work a job your parent wanted you to do? The question that's not being asked here, and if you can't smell what I'm cooking, what is your passion? What the fuck are you interested in doing? Not somebody else. You do have a thing called free will, right? You have to understand. Your journey is your journey. What you're doing could take a long time to accomplish. But if you don't stick to it, what was it worth? What all the sacrifices you've made for? What all those risks you take for? Give me a sec. You may see people telling you to lock in. Now, what they don't tell you is that you have time to kill. Time to kill about thinking about what you want to do, not sitting around. And I don't care how long it takes. They say most people figure out what they're trying to do at 25. I just turned 19 this month. Well, last month. But you get what I'm saying. All the mistakes I've made, all the things I've tried, I wouldn't take it back because I wouldn't be here doing what I'm doing now. That's why a journey is beautiful. Stop listening to people and thinking you need to know what you want to do right now. What you need to do is search. Let's say you have no passion. Probably half of the people watching this right now. All right then, let's just try something. Let's spin a wheel. Let's write down different hobbies we see that we search up. We're going to put it on a spinning wheel, we're going to spin it, and whatever lands on what, we'll go for at least a month. The most famous actors' best role, they didn't think they would get. They were too busy giving it their all, messing around because they thought it was lost. Why can't you? The truth is, your life is far from over. This shit has just begun. And it's kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie. I always see those rich guys on Instagram say, life is like a video game, sitting around in their supercar. But, you know, they're kind of right. You can spend all this time trying to max out a player's stats, but struggle when it comes to us. Now, I'm not saying you're gonna get 10K in real life like you do in a GTA mission. But what I'm trying to say is that the more you put in, the more you get out. I told you about my story, not to bore you, but to give you perspective and for you to realize that I can actually relate. All these videos I make, I'm talking to you and I'm talking to myself too. I still don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just going with the flow. Sometimes you gotta say it and just wing it. Why not? I mean, we have unlimited chances that we can take at any age. There is no game over yet until that day comes. And that ain't any damn time soon. Shit, my mic died. If you're sitting there thinking, what is your purpose in life? What is the purpose of life? The way my man thinks is you're missing a piece to the puzzle. You see, I've realized, and in my experience, that there is no purpose in life. We all have a purpose, yes, that you will find one day, whether it's next week, whether it's tomorrow, a month from now, a year, a couple years, it doesn't matter because it will all come to you one day. You have time to kill. In these videos, I may not always have the answer. I may be yapping. I may not be able to relate to you, but I want you to have perspective. I want you to try something. Even if you get random things, you put it in a bucket, mix it up, close your eyes, take it out, and do it. Just do it. While we are young, our passion is high. Adults are wrong. Am I an adult? Shit, hold on, give me a sec. People above us are wrong. We should never put things before our passion. What sense does that make? A passion will not always be there. How many times have you heard someone you know that is older than you that quit and gave up on their passion? When I wanted to start this YouTube channel, I went to different videos on how to do my YouTube channel. Of course, I wanted tips and tricks. I was going into the comments, people were telling me that they were gonna grind and lock in. I'm seeing this in the comments and I'm seeing that they commented this years ago. I go to their channel, they don't even post anymore because they quit. Now that could be for any reason, and a lot of people quit, but that's because they put things before their passion. Your passion is the most important thing, and if you don't have a passion, you can find a passion. It just may take time. Do you want to be older, telling your children, telling your friends later on, I wish I could have done that, I should have done that? We see it all the time, and some people still fall to that trap, but I can't. We are destined to be great. We are chosen once. It's just a test of time. It's a battle to see if we will give up something greater, whether you believe in God or the universe. It doesn't matter what you believe in, because what you need to start believing in is yourself. I have 110% in myself. I'm probably the only person on this earth that will fully ever believe in myself, even when I'm doing something stupid and crazy, and that's what you have to do. You need to have the ability to stop caring about what people think and to stop thinking that people care. You do realize it could be a random event that makes your spider sense start to tingle. Your lizard brain start to think, oh, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. What you need to do is give yourself some more credit. You're doing well. You're doing better than you think, and you're doing better than the people around you. So just remember, you got time to kill, and your journey is different to everybody else's. Just because you're sitting on something for a long time doesn't mean you ain't sitting on greatness. With that being said, I'm staying consistent. I hope you are too. Work out, train hard, love yourself. Bye-bye.